Hey everybody, welcome back to the Obra Dinn. We're heading into the Doom chapter. I have notes for almost every section, so I think we'll just go through each of them to just double check things. We should be able to do that all in one episode here. Also, to confirm that this was either a stab or a spear from that enemy, we have this broken out in this direction. So I think we're correct. I just can't see through the walls if it was a spear or a spike or what have you. So anyways, Doom Part 1. We are heading up to here on the main deck, and we're gonna just start to kind of piece together a couple of things here. Even though we have the death of that scene correct, I think it'll just be good to kind of be on the same page and try to follow things through as cleanly as possible. Because even though I've got my notes that I'm trying to follow, it's still hard to kind of piece it together. So the Doom Part 1, here's what we know. Lars Lind was clubbed by Nathan Peters. So that we know 100%. Let's just see if there's other things here that we can try to figure out. This is the one with the brothers and the Dane, and we have this guy, like, we have him confirmed. So let's make sure that we're on the right track there.
Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Huh? How's that?
There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat.
Thought I'd forget. You killed my brother. What? That was an accident. The ropes.
It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing.
Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long.
No, don't.
Yeah, okay, cool. So this is, well, you know, cool. I use that lightly. Lars was clubbed by Nathan Peters. Now, this is all fine and dandy. I just want to make sure that we're not missing out on anything else. So let's see who these people are. Do we have names for them? Still unknown, probably a seaman of some kind. Now, this guy, I think we put down as the purser. Oh, interesting. We have him now as James Wallace. But I think we originally put him as the purser. But we just recently changed this to Wallace. Oh, interesting stuff. Okay, so he looks like he's holding on to, like, ledgers and stuff. But by the same token, I mean, it could be anything. But it certainly looks like books and not medical things, especially not like the surgeon's mate type things. And I wonder if, yeah, like, we don't have this guy marked for anything, and we don't know what his fate is. So he disappeared in this chapter. Yeah, he disappears. So we could put him as the purser, knowing that we just got to keep this in mind, that the surgeon's mate might be up here, like, partying, right? Like, we have the captain steward, we have this guy, Nunzio is up here, or was up here. Like, not everyone's going to be down below, and you would think that, you know, you have all your important people here, right in front, then you've got, like, your kind of second in commands with the different hats and stuff, and then you have, like, the stewards. So presumably these stewards, well, it's tough to say because we think that some of these guys are stewards. This guy we think is the helmsman just based on literally him holding the wheel. These guys we found, these are the midshipmen. We're confirmed on those. We have to confirm this guy's death, but we'll get there. We know this is Thomas. We know this is Peter. Lars Lind we know, we just saw. We know the carpenters now and the carpenters' mates. We need to figure out who he was clubbed by, and we'll get there. Don't know this guy. Marcus Gibbs, we confirmed. And then down here, we can't see their faces, so that doesn't matter. I think this is her. Yeah. And this is him. And then this guy, I don't know who this is. And I don't know who these guys are. So I don't know who a lot of these people are, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. 3 others are present. I'm going to guess that that's the purser, and it's a total guess. This guy, we can get to his his memory in a bit here because we're going to go through all of the Doom chapters. But yeah, let's leave this one and follow it through. Okay. So the second Doom death, this is the artist. This is 100% confirmed, but it's at the front of the gun deck. And I want to just follow it. I don't have any notes for this one. I only have notes picking back up at part 4. But let's just see what's here. Oh, actually, wait. This is the escape. This is not what I want. I think I want the other end. My bad. Let's go back to the Doom. We're going to go chapter 2. This is in the gun deck at the other end. Yeah, my bad.
We're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
Squid's gone. Your mate was too.
Okay. Now, there are some of these where I want to just, like, go to the death scene and then try to identify it and stuff like that. It's just, I'm also trying to work through my notes in a methodical way so I can say for certain that the notes are dealt with. And then I can try to tie up loose ends. Oh, yeah. Right, yeah, crushed by terrible beast. We're going to watch this one, see if there's anything that jumps out at us. Or see if there's anything around the area that we can explore, too. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot about this death. Love it. Definitely crushed by beast. No question. And it's confirmed. Is there anything else that we can get? Yeah, okay. So when we see this open like this, we really need to explore a lot more, I think. Any clues? Who are you? Paul Moss, we think. Perish and Escape Part 2, which we're going to get to. Are there people in these hammocks? No. Holy shit, though. Ooh, could that be important? Wait, there's someone in this one. I can't see who it is, though. Dudes, we got numbered hammocks going on here. We have numbered hammocks. Look at this, 45. That's gotta be a thing. I just can't find a person in any of their hammocks. They're willing to be viewed. Who are you? You're okay, so you are definitely a steward, right? You're walking with this important dude. You're walking with Martin, and you are the third mate, which makes you the third steward, I will say, very confidently. Third mate steward. Excellent. So that I can say pretty confidently then. So that's another good find here. You guys. Okay, I don't know who you two are. Crushed by cannon, we know that. Huh. The numbers could mean... Oh, wait a second. Oh my god. Hold on a sec. The crew. Seaman? 46 to 60. 48, 49. 36. Topman. So maybe Topman. Oh my god. This would be huge. 43, 44. Oh, yeah, this has got to be, because this is exactly where they would stay. So their beds actually line up with this. Holy smokes. Now, the problem is here in this specific scenario, I'm not able to tell who's staying in what bed, but we did get a steward. We did sort out a steward, and also that confirms that this group in the sketches are all stewards. First mate steward, third mate steward. These guys we don't know yet. There's a ship steward from India. I don't know, I'm guessing it's one of these two, but yeah. Okay. Okay, so we need to also find scenes now where we can look at these bunks and see if we can confirm anything in that idea. Because if we can, then what we need to do is explore all those scenes on that deck and just see if we can identify whose bunk belongs to who. I think. I don't know. That felt pretty cool. That felt pretty cool. Okay, so that was part 2. Let's go to part 3, which is on gun deck to our right. Oh, this is where the crushed ones came in. There's a fella under there. There he is. Now we know this one. This one's been confirmed. But let's just listen and see if we notice anything. I don't have any notes for this one. So what we do notice here is we hear Wolf. I guarantee he's present here, right? Yeah, we hear Wolf. And you can hear his accent too, very German. Now this guy, Mr. Tattoos, I've been confused about him. I said he's the bosun's mate. And then we ran into him up on when we were at the top of the ship, okay? We were at the top of the ship, and there was a bunch of people up there, and he was up there, which made me, this is something I have in my notes somewhere, I think. I think it's actually coming up in, yeah, part 7. He's up on the ship, and so he cannot, well, can he just not be the bosun's mate? It's possible. But I think he's a top man based on that. Which means that Charles guy that I guessed that he was, I don't know. So is there anything else in this area that I can glean? There's more hammocks. But these guys are like, they're in a fight, right? So it's not going to be anything that tells me like these guys aren't chilling, you know? This is, I say X, so 10 maybe, but who would be sleeping on this floor? The crew, who's 10? Carpenter? Maybe, I guess? Now I'm like all into looking at these numbers. 45? Top men. Oh, okay. Maybe they could be separated by groups. I can't see what that is. 41? Yeah, so I think the top men sleep here. Okay. Well, we have this death confirmed. There's a bunch of other people getting, like, just destroyed here. Can we get any info? Who are you? So you're the gunner, Wolf. Eventually, we have you as decapitated. You're in the Doom Part 4, which is coming up next. Decapitated. But I guess we'll have to take a look. But we could put Beast. But I think it's... oh, you know what we maybe have to do? Who is on this? Because see how this is now shooting this way? So who's doing this? This is Akbar. Oh, you're curious. Let's see if we can put Akbar on this death. Where are you, buddy? And we'll take a look at his death because he's coming up next. And then we have this guy. Now, would it be safe to assume that maybe like seamen and top men, they're probably like comfortable working together? But I'm thinking this whole group back here. Yeah, see top men. This guy, he's hanging out with top men. I bet you these are all top men back there. I bet you those are all top men. These guys were seamen. The cook, the butcher, seamen. And like these could be top men too. Definitely. If you were crushed by cannon, that means that you're on this floor. So maybe by like a process of elimination, we could achieve that once we identify a bunch of the others, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's go into the Doom Part 4. And my notes say take a closer look at Wolf's death because we know that we know who Christian Wolf is for sure, but this has not yet been confirmed. And so it looks like he was decapitated, but also it could just be he could be shot by cannon. I actually maybe not decapitated. Shot by cannon. Yeah. Oh, sick. There it is, baby. We don't even need to look at it. Okay, so who are we confirming? Christian Wolf, obviously. John Naples, killed by sword. Oh, that's awesome because that confirms Philip too. And Roderick, third mate steward, were crushed by cannon. Ooh. And we only got third mate steward because we accidentally found it there at the end. He was like walking with the official dude. Wow. Okay, so Wolf's death we now know, so which means we can move on to part 5. Oh, this guy's is confirmed. I did take a note here where it's like, what happened here? Sir, loose cannon. She's healing over. Find your footing. So this could be talking to... They couldn't be talking to Wolf. So this might confirm... Yeah. Yeah. This would make sense, actually. This would make sense that they're in this scene. These guys, I'm like 100% sure. This guy, I don't know. But you know what? You know what? Let's view it anyways. I'm going to view Wolf's, and then we're going to go into part 5. And I'm going to just look for like the... we have those numbers now that are constantly in the back of my head where I'm like, we could maybe match numbers on those hammocks. Yeah, okay. So, like, you know, he is like decapitated, but technically decapitation would be more of like a bladed weapon or something, right? So that's correct. That's good. Bad for Wolf, good for us. We're not going to see anything else here in the battle scene, I don't think. All they say is the fuse. Like, there's nothing to really glean from this. Yeah, so all of these dudes that also man the cannons, well, okay. But this is Brennan. So these are not necessarily only top men, because Brennan's in here. 45. How deep do these numbers go for the hammocks on this floor? Still top men. I think that's the deepest one. Mind you, this could be one. I just can't see it. So, okay. I think we're good here. I think we go to the next one. So part 5. They say something about Sir. Sorry. So the Doom. There is this guy getting crushed by a loose cannon, but he's really hard to deduce. He's either a top man or a seaman. So that's it. All right, part 5. behind us. This guy, I think.
Sir, loose cannon! She's nearly over! Watch your flank!
So Sir being the hint that like there's a reporting structure going on here, right? But we've already got this confirmed. Now, Roderick Anderson being the third mate's steward, this also confirms that this guy would be the third mate. And so we know again that this is definitely Martin now, which we've gone back and forth on a couple of times. And so when we get, oh yeah, he doesn't have a death, which is weird. I've only seen that for a couple of people, and they're not a disappearance either. So very strange. Who else was here? This guy, and then these two, which we know. Okay, let's just see. These guys are coming in from above, which makes sense. These are the midshipmen. I can't get past them to see up there, so all's well. I really hope I'm not, like, red herring myself into thinking about these numbers on the hammocks. Yeah, and see, this is Martin, definitely. Okay, cool. But we definitely have to find a scene. Oh, which death is this? I wonder if this goes into the next one. It's possible. Let's do it step by step here. So that's 5. We're good. Part 6. Peter was blasted in an explosion. Okay, I actually want to see whose death that is. I want to see where this takes me. And then I can maybe mark it and come back. So this is taking us to where? Oh, this is Wolf's death. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Doi! Okay, so let's go to part 6. Thank God there's so many ways to, like, revisit these things. Like, having the location of the corpses and stuff. This is on main deck. And just little things, too, like having your footprints. And, oh, it's so nice. So my notes here are, like, command from higher up. So, kind of a similar thing to the Sir, but we have something, some type of relationship. There's the explosion. And the Kraken is here. This was cool. Alright, so that's Peter, blasted by explosion. This is Thomas. Knifed by unknown, but I think we can find that. Let's just see what else is happening here. It sounded like a voice, like somebody fell as well. Okay, this dude, once again, tattoo guy. I'm starting to think that this guy could be the gunner's mate. He's right there. He's carrying a bunch of guns here. We know he's not Wolf. And this guy we know is John Davies. I'm going to put this guy as Olus. And we have a death for him in Escape Part 4, which is coming up in a bit. So yeah, that actually helps. He's carrying a bunch of guns. That's going to be my hint. Oh, and then we have this guy. Oh, so that's a top man for sure. Don't know who he is, but he looks like he might be from India. we have anybody from India as a top man? No. I don't. He's wearing a turban, it looks like, and he's got the beard. He disappears in the Doom. There. But we can say at least, okay, so here's what we can say. Here's what we can say about him. He... Oh. Yeah. So he looks like he drowned. By, I mean, he's falling off the edge, right? Eaten, expired, froze. I don't think he's suiciding, is he? Whoops. Is it possible that he's suiciding? No. Gun, knife, new spear, no. So I'm gonna say drown. And then I guess you'll say that this is just the beast. So that's the voice that we heard. That's the voice that we heard. All right. Sometimes I go into these thinking like I'm looking for one thing and I find a bunch of other stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so done with that one. Now we're going into part 7 of the Doom, which is, oh yeah, this guy. So he's back over this way. But he's ripped in half, I'm pretty sure. Right? Like, this is him. Ripped in half. But what we have wrong here is the name. Yeah, I mean, that couldn't be more clear. He is definitely torn apart by a terrible beast. We just don't know who he is. We have... What's the clue with him is obviously that he's got a bunch of weird tattoos. Right? So, like, he could be from a more tribal place. Possibly. Like, Persia. He's definitely not from China. Oh. I suppose China could be wearing turbans and have beards like in this timeline at this point in time. Russia, England. So like if I had to take 50-50 guesses on this, I'd put him between like Persia and New Guinea. Because they just seem more like old school, you know? But like I can't really confirm either way. So let's keep him in the back of our mind as one of those spots. I guess this could be China. But I'm gonna, yeah. I think we're good with this one. Who are you? Okay. Unidentifiable as far as I can tell. My only notes here were tattoos guy and then top of sales because we saw him there before. So what other clues can we maybe glean from this? That's John Davies. This guy, Thomas Lanky. Yep, freaking out. This guy, again, around guns, and he's definitely not Wolf, and he's either... Yeah, he's lobbing a gun over to this dude, who we don't know yet, who is always around. Who could this guy be? Maybe he's a bosun. Bosun or bosun's mate. I don't know. He looks official, right? And if we assume, we know this is Wolf, and we assume that this is the gunner's mate, based on A, his position, and B, carrying all these guns, then where would the bosun be? The bosun would still be... The only thing I don't like about this guy being bosun is that the bosuns are typically doing work. And he doesn't, and I mean like work. He doesn't look like he's dressed for that. You know? But, hell, maybe he's the purser. I don't know. Let's leave him as the bosun for now. What do we have to lose? Nothing really. As long as we keep track of who's doing what. This guy, no clue. Another shooter here. Third mate. And who are you? This group down here, very interesting. See, I'm thinking that this group here is probably the top men that are from China. I just don't know how to decide who would be who. So, okay. So this is part 7 of the Doom. And then in part 8, let's take a look here. Part 8 is where she gets crushed and she says Martin. So we don't even need to investigate that. Actually, we will still investigate it. We will still investigate it because contrary to what I said a couple episodes ago where I'm like, oh, I could just take us through all of these once again. I have started doing that inadvertently, but we're finding different things that I wasn't considering. So, right, we need to go back into here to find her body. I think we guessed on Martin pretty early, but we're uncertain. Martin! She yells for Martin. Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. And then this is definitely Martin. But can we glean information from these guys? Could be bosun. We'll see. I'm pretty sure on his cause of death. This guy definitely torn apart, like no question. This guy is another topman, I think, helping his friend. Those two. We have a shooter down here again with guns. Probably the gunner's mate, right? And then who do we have here? First mate Stewart, Paul Moss. He looks like he's protecting. Wait, hold on. Alive Africa. Oh yeah, this is my guess. Do we have another Moss on board? Okay, so they could be passengers. Emily Jackson, Miss Jane Bird. They're definitely not workers, right? Like in terms of females, I don't think we have any female workers. Yeah, actually, we don't have any female workers, which means these two have to be passengers. Either now, Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. Oops. Emily Jackson. That's Abigail. I'm going to say this is Miss Jane Bird. I'm just guessing. Oh my shit. I would have flipped him anyways. But that also means that we're doing the disappearances correctly, which was a total lob back in the day. Oh, wait. Did we just confirm... Did we just confirm Bosun too? The logic... Look, I think the logic that I'm using for these is sound. And I guess if I had to guess, I would say Miss Jane Bird would be the younger one. And so that absolutely makes a lot of sense. Is this the one? Oh, nice. This dude has been haunting me. That dude's been haunting me. Bosun still felt a bit weird because I feel like he should be more like, you know, hands-on looking. But yeah, so now I'm very confident that this is the gunner's mate. Like very, very confident. This group is dealt with. I think this is the helmsman. I don't know these guys. They could be topmen and seamen. And carpenters are done. Linda's done. Oh my god, that was awesome. Okay. Okay, I don't even know where we are. I'm panicking. This was part 8. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the escape part 1, and we'll go through there. Now, it looks like I'll probably have to go back to some of the earlier parts. I'm wondering if we can find people in their bunks, because those numbers, they have to align to their part in the ledger. They just have to, because if they don't, I'm gonna lose my marbles. So let's go to the escape. And we're going to go to part 1. I have... Oh, yeah. Perfect. Because we had him as Davies at one point. But Davies didn't fit because we looked for Davies. He was a 4th mate and they all had those same hats. And this guy just didn't fit that. So do I need to go there? I'm going to, because there's definitely information in there in all of these scenes that I could be finding. The bargain is interesting. It's all blank. In the lazarette, which means presumably when we return to the boat, there's going to be more things that appear. Yeah, we're going to go here. So he's in the gun deck at the back. All right. Guys, this is pretty cool when things start coming together like this. I'll take a break here, and when we return, we'll investigate this one. Try and do like a chapter, or if I can squeeze some extras in, I will. Yeah, we're getting there. Man, things are actually coming together. I'm very surprised. See you soon.